Hey everyone, what's up today? It's a beautiful Wednesday, and you're here on Extra Step with your favorite host in the world, Kay.
And Derwin, how's everyone doing? How you doing?
Oh, I'm super blessed,
For sure, because of these NBA finals, right?
You get to enjoy it up here.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it so far. I know it's only been 2 games, but the 2 games in Toronto were definitely hyped in Toronto. We went to watch Game 1 down at Jurassic Park, which was unbelievable atmosphere down there.
I felt violated. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't be saying that, but I felt so violated.
It was so packed down there. Like, I've never seen so many people. I guess I have, but like there was just so many people together. Like that entire street in front of the screen was packed.
Yeah, no, it was the fact that they had a big screen TV and you could watch it from a distance. It was like, yo.
Yeah, it was just easier for people to do, right?
But it was a great atmosphere. We won Game 1, that was great.
But then Game 2
was
a lot of negatives, a lot of bad things that we took from.
That was.
What were some things that Actually, let's just start with the officiating. I'm gonna start this one because I thought the officiating in game 2 was just ridiculous. Tony Brothers is a joke of an officiator. He was calling the most inconsistent fouls throughout the first half, and then the second half he just changed, and it was like only the Warriors were getting whistles. I get it as a Raptors fan. I guess I'm being a little biased, but I heard a lot of comments from the American fans too. They were complaining about that first half. Well, what happened in the second half? I saw nothing. No one was complaining. There was nobody who was like, oh, this and that. So I don't want to hear it. The officiating game 2 was a joke. They gotta make this a little bit more consistent. If you're not gonna call fouls on both sides, then don't call fouls.
Yeah, no, they gotta keep it consistent. I get it that playoff basketball, everything changes, all this bullshit. But to me, keep it consistent. Have you start a season? You can continue refing the same way. And if you're gonna ref the game for real,
right?
Like there's 4 refs on the court. Why can't you see a foul? I don't understand that.
You know what? Why can't you see a travel? Curry traveled on that last play. That passed it to Iguodala. You see him travel. They didn't call that. So what kind of officiating is this? Like I don't understand.
Yeah, no, it's bull. It's BS, and we've been saying it's BS since we've been out here as Raptor fans. Since I was a local boy in that arena, it doesn't make no sense.
And it seems like the Raptors have always been the NBA's punching bag.
Think about
it. We're in the NBA finals.
You know who the top 3 guys are for personal fouls in the NBA playoffs right now?
No.
Number 3 is Draymond. Number 2 is Marcus Gasol. Number 1 is Kyle Lowry with 80. Think about that. 2 of the 2 guys at the top are Raptor players with the most fouls. And Draymond gets those fouls because he's an aggressive defender as well.
Yeah.
But to me, Kyle Lowry doesn't need to stop reaching. That last foul, when he fouled out, that was stupidity. And that's something that you tell players all the time.
We were looking at it, we were like, what? Why did you even bother?
It's
no, totally.
It's got to be better IQ, but...
I agree with that, but it was all in all, it was a bad game. I don't even want to talk about this game. Let's just look forward to game 3.
Game 3, yeah.
It's tonight in Oakland. It's gonna be the last series in the Bay Area. Well, not in the Bay Area, but in Oakland Arena at least. So we're looking forward to that. So what are your thoughts?
This is my thought. I'm Aubrey. Go see you in Oracle.
You're a bum ass
You're a bum. Shut up, Clay. I want to hear him. Honestly, my thoughts in game 3. As we heard now, Kevin Durant won't be playing.
Yeah.
He's gonna be out still with that calf injury.
And he's
gonna be a little hurt, but he will probably most likely be playing. That guy doesn't miss games. Okay. The Raptors need to take advantage of this situation.
I agree.
And they need to take advantage by making sure Kawhi has a game of his life. Siakam, another guy, needs to have a game of his life. If those 2 can get going offensively, they can give enough pressure to the Warriors to kind of take that, to just go ahead and kill.
I definitely agree with that.
The Raptors are also one of the better road teams in the playoffs. So this is normal for them. They're cool going on the road and trying to get a win. So I'm comfortable where they are right now. I'm really comfortable because they won in Milwaukee, won 2 straight. I think they can win 2 straight in Golden State. I think I might be that crazy guy and say, they can do it.
No, they won 1 in Milwaukee. I think won 1 in Philadelphia.
They won 4 straight.
Oh, they won. Okay, yeah, you're right because they won 2 in Orlando. Sorry. Yeah,
you're right. Sleeping today. You wake up.
No, that's totally.
No. I'm playing. But it's just the Raptors just They could get it going. They don't just go on runs in a game. They're not one of the best teams that are going on a 10-point run.
But they're very good at stopping
runs and continue on wins. They're just good at just okay, we get a win here, let's get 2 more. Mm-hmm. They all about getting that extra dub. They ain't about just winning. And
it all comes from their leader. Kawhi said it like several times. Of course. I know in the media he's made that very clear that he doesn't care about being the best player. He just wants to be the best team.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing you can ask for as your leader, as the guy who wants to take that last shot. If he's willing to put his entire I want to say life, but realistically, in that moment, his life on the line.
Let's be real. The real leader is Kyle Lowry. Freddie said it. He's the heartbeat of that team. He is the reason why that team is even still competing the same way it is. Like, Kawhi is Kawhi, but let's be real. Those guys follow Kyle Lowry.
Well, because he's such a hustler,
his energy, it brings something different to the game. So Lowry needs to step up offensively and defensively.
Yeah.
No more damn fouls from your ass. All right, play good defense. Stop trying to steal the ball out of the big man's hand underneath. Get back on D. That's it. That's something we tell our kids all the time. Like, I don't get it with NBA players. You are getting paid millions of dollars. Play with fundamentals.
That's what you're paid to do. Say that either Serge or Mark, or even both, if they can have a bigger impact now that Kevin Looney's probably out for the series, so Andrew Bogut's going to be that backup big. If Serge and Mark can have that consistency where they're coming off for each other and they're still doing a little damage, like Gasol was invisible and he played like 30 minutes, so that's unbelievable for your starting 5. But I get it, he's a high IQ player. He's going to make the right passes over Serge, so I'm not going to disagree with Nick on that, but we still need a couple more buckets from our big man.
Do you think, for this playoff series here, how important is it for us to really be successful, especially when it comes to Kawhi?
Well, if the Warriors are going to double Kawhi, which seems like that's their game plan, and it makes sense, don't allow him that space. Don't allow him that little mid-range jumper that he loves. Yeah. It's got to be somebody else that steps up. We've seen Pascal step up already in Game 1 after he had 32 points. But you're right. Honestly, it's Kyle Lowry. As much as I want to disagree with you, Kyle Lowry is the main reason we're here. Yeah. Kyle Lowry's always been the heart and soul of this team, right? Even when it was DeRozan's team, everyone always complained about how Kyle Lowry wasn't more involved because he was the guy he was the guy that was getting everyone going. But
I think, especially when it comes to Kawhi, the Raptors, some guys need to step up to prove to Kawhi this is the right spot.
Yeah.
Because right now what's happening is that I don't think he cares about putting the workload and all that stuff. He just likes to play ball. But they need to prove to him this is not just a one-time opportunity for our team.
Stay here for at least,
Yeah, you could
stay here for your prime at least.
This is something we're building. This is not even just let's win one shot. Let's do a 3-peat. Let's do what Jordan did.
Let's keep winning the finals.
Because I see a lot of similarities in the path that I understand Jordan wasn't traded to a team, but Jordan eventually took over a team, right, Chicago, and led them to where they got to get to. And Kawhi's doing the same thing with less.
Jordan took a little bit of longer. Kawhi was 22 when he won the Finals MVP, so I'll give Kawhi on that. But the way Kawhi's developed his game since that Finals, that's been remarkable to watch. Just how he's become a Jordan-esque player.
And speaking of Kawhi, want to hear something funny? Did you hear that there's some digital company willing to pay this man's salary?
Yeah,
if he resigns
a 5-year straight up salary.
Hold on, where you at? Call KD and be like, you want to come to Toronto? We'll pay you too. Why you paying Kawhi? Pay another starter. Come here.
That's
Hey, Bumba, yo.
No, I'm fine. Let them offer Kawhi.
I'm fine with that. Pay for the man. More money to save. We just spend it on something else, right? So that's pretty dope. But this finals is gonna be crazy. What do you? I think last episode we didn't really talk about what we think is gonna happen. Now that 2 games have happened and we see how the series is gonna be, what is your hopeful prediction?
I think as a Raptors fan, it's got to go 7, right? If there's one thing that in Raptors history we learned, Game 7s, we actually don't do horrible. We started pretty bad when we faced Brooklyn. Relax. And now
we lost to Brooklyn. We lost to Philly. And I'm not talking about this year.
Okay, but I'm talking about this year then. I'm talking about this year too. Okay. I'm talking about the last couple of years actually, because we beat Indiana in Game 7. We beat Miami in Game 7.
Fair enough.
This year
we've done it much better on Game 7s, and not with Kawhi. No, you're right. And there's truth to that.
And it will be a home game for the Raptors, so that's all perfect. But
So
it all
downtown
honestly,
for
man, like it all starts tonight.
Yeah.
It's game 3.
Yeah.
Like realistically, whoever wins this series is probably the winner of game 3. Like if we look back on it, it'll be the person that took advantage in game 3, hit a big shot, whatever he did, and help lead his team. Even if the Raptors do lose this and win game 4, still in Oakland, come back game 5, maybe their confidence not there. Like that's the one thing about the Raptors, right?
Mm-hmm. So last thing on the Raptors here before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
Over or under for Kawhi, 40 points tonight.
See, 45 is what his playoff high, right?
Yeah.
Or that's his career high. Regardless.
Yes.
I think for the Raptors to win, it's got to be over 40. What about yourself?
I'm going to say 38 in a dub. I'm going to say 38 in a dub. I think he's going to get it done on the defensive end tonight. I think the rest of the guys will get it done. Again, when they're on the road, they love playing defense and getting in teams' faces and shining on the crowd. I know the Oak Arena and it's gonna be the last series. The Raptors are just a team that just doesn't care for that moment.
And,
they
like,
play every game
and there's one thing that about like the Raptors this year is that they've been one of the undersurprising teams on the road. Like if there's one thing that we've learned from the Raptors is that when they go on the road, it's actually like a good thing for them. Like I feel like sometimes they get bummied at home because they don't get the foul calls they think they deserve. But on the road, they know they're not going to get those foul calls, so they just play through it, which they should be doing all the time.
Yeah.
Basically.
Drake, don't say nothing now. Just stay home. Don't go to Oracle and amp those men.
Just stay home.
I'm not having it with you.
Watch the game on your damn big ass
put
TV.
some Warriors shorts on and put the Warriors jersey and give them that curse, buddy. Just give us that. Let's help us out, man. Don't go. Just don't go. Please don't.
Okay, so we're gonna jump on to our next segment, which is our rapid fire with our help of our producer Johnny. So Johnny has 4 questions every week that he's gonna ask us. Let's hear what they are today, Johnny.
All right, for the first one, I'm going to give a little context. I'm going to read you a quote. If it wasn't for all the years and groundwork that I did before then, none of them things would have been possible. I fought, I sacrificed, I pushed the limits to where I had to be the sacrificial lamb. This is DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on DeMar DeRozan saying that he was a sacrificial lamb?
My thoughts on that is he was. We sacrificed him, and I would do it 1,000 million more times. I sacrificed him over and over and over in order to be in this situation because he can never get us there, and I can live with it. He just has to suck it up, stop being a little crybaby about it.
No, I mean, okay, he was a super nice player when he was here. We did look up to him as Raptor fans to be like, hey, hopefully this could be the guy to take us there. And for 7-8 years, he tickled our funny bone, but he really never took us.
He didn't tickle my funny bone.
I mean,
was realistic.
He did take us to the conference finals. That was a big step for Raptors franchise.
Ooh, whoopee! He took us to conference finals.
But then obviously,
No, DeRozan was a great player, or a great player in Toronto. He did a lot of things for our community. He was definitely a big influence.
He's definitely the heart and soul of Toronto.
But when it comes down to winning games in basketball, what does it come down to? Wins and losses. He could not get it done against one of the top guys, meaning that he did not want the moment. If you want to be a top player in this league, step the hell up. So I'm happy. Sacrifice that, man. Feed him out to the people. Eat good.
All right, next one. It leads me on to my next question, okay?
Yeah.
Who is the better Raptor, DeMar or Vince?
Johnny Bravo with the questions, everyone. Yeah, I called you Johnny Bravo. Damn.
I'm gonna say DeMar. I mean, hey, you can laugh all you want. I'm gonna say DeMar. And obviously I expect you to say Vince. And hey, don't get it twisted. Vince was a big impact in Toronto basketball, but he was also a big impact on the NBA basketball. And you can't take that away from DeMar for what DeMar did for the community, like you said.
Yeah, but we're asking who's the better player, not a better community activist.
What was the question?
Who had a bigger impact on the Raptors or the best Raptor?
The question was, who is the better Raptor, DeMar or
Vince Carter. It's basketball. We're not talking about community. It's Vince Carter.
He went to how many playoffs he took this
He dropped a 50-point game in a playoff game, no?
Yeah, his
He
one.
took the Raptors to the second round against Allen Iverson, who ended up getting to the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
No?
so
So what did DeRozan do for us?
DeRozan opened the
He
gate.
got swept twice by LeBron
He got
and took his
opened the
4-2
gate.
record. He didn't open no gate.
And he was
Vince
also
Carter
an
opened
all
the gate.
NBA player.
Vince
Let's not
Carter-
forget about that. That Vince was never,
All right.
by the way.
I'm gonna put you in your place right here. Your favorite player is Kobe, right?
So-
What did Kobe say about Vince?
He's the best dunker of all time.
No.
Facts.
What did he
Facts.
say?
He is.
No,
'Cause
he is. And what else did he say?
said-
He said that 2001 squad, especially when they had Tracy McGrady, those 2 last years they had there, that little run, he says that Raptors team was built to win a championship and they should have seen them in the finals. That means he is giving Vince Carter the respect of being a top player. DeRozan never got that respect from his peers.
So, like,
he never
but
did.
We're still
he
arguing,
never did.
We're still arguing because Vince has never taken or has never been to an NBA Finals. So, like, I don't want to
He
hear
played
that. Like,
against Allen Iverson. Game 7, missed. It was one shot away like Kawhi, and Kawhi, answered our demons. Kawhi is the best Raptor of all
oh yeah,
time.
facts. We know that.
And then it goes Vince Carter. Because Vince Carter, and I will take Vince Carter in his prime over DeRozan in his prime at any time in the day.
I don't know,
tell
man.
me,
I don't know,
you're going to
DeRozan-
take DeRozan, who can't even play defense like Vince Carter. Vince Carter can not only dunk, he can shoot threes. He can shoot threes.
Yeah.
He can shoot threes. Can DeRozan shoot threes? You guys tell me, can he shoot threes?
DeRozan is
no.
the mid-range king, all right? Who doesn't?
No, he's not. Michael Jordan is. Stop
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
Stop it.
Michael.
Stop it.
After
Stop
Michael.
it.
After Michael. After
No,
Michael.
Kobe, stop it.
After Kobe.
I'd rather get to Isaiah Thomas in Detroit. Stop it.
No.
Yep, stop it. That's what I'm doing. Stop it. I'm not having
DeRozan
it.
is the best shooting.
Stop it. I shut that down. Vince Carter is better than DeRozan. I don't want to hear it. Okay?
Okay, but in a starting 5, would you put both of them in a starting 5
Like together?
for Raptors all time?
Oh yeah, you put them together, like it works because DeRozan be like that little sidekick, like Kyrie, and just score, right? Vince Carter be like a LeBron and be like, all right, I'm gonna do everything else because that's what he did. He did everything else because Vince Carter can also defend guys.
What's your next question?
Good.
We're gonna be here way too long.
Good. Got that done. I ain't having that. DeRozan.
That's
That's all your fault. We know that. I should have. Go ahead.
All right. So this is from ESPN. And they anticipated that the TV ratings would dip for the finals for 2 reasons. No LeBron James, and Canadian numbers don't count. So, is it a good or bad thing that there's no LeBron James in the NBA Finals?
You can take the floor first.
Hallelujah! There's no LeBron in the finals! You know how long I'm waiting for this moment? I don't care about the goddamn ratings. I'm tired of seeing this man in the finals, okay? Great. It's great that he got to 8 goddamn straight NBA finals. That's great for his legacy, blah, 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 blah. It's time for somebody else to fucking win, alright? I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me explain this. This proves why LeBron's the best player in the league. When your best guy's not in the finals and the ratings drop in one of the most populated countries in the world, it lets you
The
know.
Americans don't
They let
care
you know.
about Raptors,
They say
bro.
the best player ain't there. We don't care. The best
But
player ain't there. We don't
but
care.
there's a lot of American fans that, like, realistically, they don't care for the Raptors. Like,
Oh, and that's
they don't
understandable.
see the Raptors on TV in the American market, which is fair, because
Yeah.
how the hell would they?
They don't
Obviously,
care for
see
that.
It like, they don't see it like how we see it in Toronto.
And now they're going to learn. But my point is this:
Oh, learn
LeBron
it.
James is the best. It's like saying Michael Jordan not in the finals. Michael Jordan was in the finals for 2 years. I guarantee if you look at those numbers, the ratings dropped.
No, we can't say that because
Oh, why not?
Elijah Wan was there. He was still a sick ass player in the league.
Was he compared to Michael
He
Jordan at the
wasn't, but
time?
yo, when it comes to a two-way defender, a two-way player and as a defender, as a scorer, he was obviously not the way
Okay.
Michael did it, but he was pretty close, man. I'm sorry, don't take Elijah Wan out of that.
Oh, okay, but
You can't, because
trying to-
look at
but
that
my point
NBA
is-
Finals, like-
But my point is this: I guarantee the ratings dropped those 2 years. Because why? 2 teams made the finals that year. One team was an actual big market, so they were going to get fans, right? That was the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
The other team was the Orlando Magic. If you're going to consider a team that's going to bring ratings down, it'd be like Toronto then. Because Orlando's that city that everyone forgets about. Trust me, I have family there. People don't remember about Orlando, so we not want to hear
Well,
it.
because they suck. They suck since they had
And
Dwight
they have
Howard.
Shaq.
You know?
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, listen, like when your best player's not there, the rating's gonna drop. People want to see the best player.
I'm so happy that he's not there.
Well, you're happy, but it sucks. I want to see LeBron the Great go off. In 2018, this man proved to the world I'm the baddest man on the earth. And don't forget about it. And he still is. Came off from a groin injury.
All right, what's your last question?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought.
Now he's just going to complain. I've been talking about...
LBJ.
Oh, my God.
Okay, final question. Bleacher Report had an article today about some Kyrie Irving rumors that he will not be returning to the Celtics. And the top two teams that he could go to are the Brooklyn Nets or the Los Angeles Lakers. Which is the better fit for him?
Okay, so I'm going to say Brooklyn's probably the better fit.
He needs to go back to his daddy.
Okay, so... All right,
he needs to go back to his daddy. I'm sorry, bro. Whatever you did in Boston, you need some more lessons from your daddy. Like, I'm telling you, man. Like,
listen. Time out. Who gave you the rights to say that? Eh? Who gave you the rights? After this man was just saying about, I'm happy this man's in the fight. Yeah, you're saying he go back to his daddy.
Yeah.
What? Boy, no,
don't tell me that Kyrie Irving did all that by himself. He needed his daddy to help him. No.
Okay, like the no. He needed But what I'm trying to say is this: like Brooklyn's a better fit if he's trying to build his own empire.
Well, okay, I will say this: if Brooklyn loses D'Angelo Russell through free agency because he's a restricted,
I think they can coexist.
Oh yeah, and then you have Spencer Dinwiddie. That's probably leaving.
Yeah, you let him go. You make those two coexist.
I don't know. I'd rather
likes.
have Spencer and D'Angelo be that two guys. They've semi-proven. They just need a better big. You know, Kyrie Irving's leadership really questioned me in this playoffs, especially like
he don't need that leadership in Brooklyn. He's got D'Lo to have the leadership in Brooklyn. They got a great coaching staff in Brooklyn.
Spencer's a better
they
leader.
Got a great relationship with all the players in Brooklyn.
Spencer Dinwiddie's much as D'Lo is their heart and soul, so is Spencer. Don't ignore that.
That's fine, but you can bring one of those two back and have Kyrie there, and Kyrie just do what Kyrie can do. And Kyrie needs to be somewhere where he can still be somewhat man.
That team moves on ball movement. You've seen that too. They thrive on that. They don't need a player like Kyrie who told ISO every 5 seconds when D'Lo already does it. Like they don't need that.
So if D'Lo goes, you have Kyrie.
Okay, D'Lo goes and sure that makes sense. But I'm sorry, he's still going to Los Angeles is probably his best thing.
Listen, he goes to Brooklyn. Brooklyn can make trades to help bring stars in. Because let's be real, you bring a guy like Kyrie in. Now you're like, you know what? We finally just got a star, a guy that's from New York, a guy that wants to be here. Let's go get one of these next free agents, AD, and tell him come play here. Why would he? AD and Kyrie in Brooklyn would be nice.
Well, we have to wait 1 year for that then, right?
That's fine. It's a plan anyways. It's a process, right? What they call in Philly, trust the process. Trust the process, now, man. Trust it. You know, I'm telling you.
Lakers, dog.
I don't know. Sometimes you don't want to go back to your daddy, and he didn't want to go back to his daddy.
Let his daddy help him win his ring. I'm just letting you know that. Okay, so to our next segment, which is all about my friend over here. Whenever you're ready, sir.
Okay. I have a bone to pick, and y'all gonna hate me for this, and that's fine, because it's a sound off, and I say from my heart what I think needs to be done out here, and what needs to be done out here is you Raptor fans in the arena, you rich ass people that have these dollars to spend, $1,200 to go to a game, and no, Charles, I'm not talking to you because I know you're a good fan. Don't leave at halftime. We are playing against one of the greatest third quarter teams in NBA history. And every time in Toronto, our fans like to be out there. And I don't give a damn about the rules. Because I already know this. Johnny gave me some shit earlier. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about the rules of the Scotiabank Arena about how, they can't go in through the game. Sit down. When it's halftime, you sit and wait until the third quarter starts. This is the NBA Finals. This is not a chance for you to come and be like, I'm here at the game, you take a selfie. No, be a real fan, support your team, and help them win.
Facts.
Because I don't understand why you people are going to the washroom with food at a situation where you know that might not happen again. You're paying $1,200, yes. You want to enjoy yourself? Sit down then. Watch the game and help them win. Because if you don't win and Kawhi leaves, you same fans that went to them games should be banned out of the city. Why? Because guys like me, when I go to Raptors game, I sit down. I sit and wait. I don't.
It's like 14, 15 minutes. I don't really care. Like I'll hold. No. Like I know washroom's a big thing over there. It's a big line. I'd rather just wait it, or I'll go before. halftime. I don't business as halftime
Listen,
business.
here's the plan y'all can have. When you get into the arena, get your food, sit down and eat. You want to use the washroom? Go between the first or the second quarter.
They have TV. Like
After
NBA
that-
has so many TV timeouts. Like you're telling me you can't go take a piss in one of those, like
That's
one
it.
of those breaks. You're
Just
telling
go
me that?
down. And then after that, you come back. You sit down. And when the third quarter starts, let's go Raptors. I want to hear it next time. You don't want to see the whole arena
The
empty.
lower bowl was empty. Like realistically, like there was barely any people there.
You fans that sit in the lower bowl, I don't care who you are, my family or what, whoever goes there, you're whack for that. You're whack.
Because I know if we had went there, if we got lower bowl seats, I'm not leaving there. What do I need to leave? The view is right there. Enjoy the game. This is the first time they've ever been to the finals. And you guys are leaving at halftime to, I need to get food, I need to do this, I need to, whatever.
Thanks to you guys in game 2, we're now 1-1. Remember that. Because they made a record. What do you call it? Since 1976, it was the first time a team went on a 22-0 run.
20 run
They
in
went,
the
they
NBA
went on a
finals.
22-0 run.
In the NBA finals. And it's never been done
From the
before.
second quarter to the third quarter. That's your fault as fans. I don't want to hear about the team. They need the energy in the back end of the city. Why are we known as the best fans in the league? Because we're crazy. Then be crazy and sit there. You need to piss, take a bottle, piss. You need to poo, hold it.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Hold it.
they don't got no bottom.
Hold it or wear a diaper. Pretty hard
You gotta wear a
there.
diaper.
That's my sound now. You fans disgust me in that arena. Man up and woman up.
Alright, so now it's my turn. It's gonna be the winner and the loser of the week. So I'm gonna look ahead a little bit as the NBA mock drafts were announced. The first 3 players are all locked in to take. Sorry, all 3 teams are locked to take those 3 players. I think the winners are those 3 teams. If we look back and we say maybe these players are good, maybe they're not, and we look to the future and we say, hey, these 3 guys, possible franchise players. You're talking about New Orleans getting a top player like Zion. We're talking about Memphis getting J. Morant,
yeah.
and then the Knicks possibly drafting RJ. I know. There's been a couple rumors that the Knicks might not take him, but we'll see what happens for the Knicks on draft day. Because you know the Knicks, they make ridiculous choices anyway. But those 3 players are franchise players, and whoever gets them, if the Knicks decide not to draft RJ and pass on him, I'm sorry, this is gonna be another steal, and it's just gonna be a franchise player, whoever picked 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
And for my Derwinner Loser, I'm actually gonna go back to these Raptor fans that I just didn't enjoy watching that. Okay, sitting at home watching it on TV, I realized I was like, if I was in that situation, I would 100% sit there for the entire time. So my Derwinner Loser of the week is the Raptors be the first team in NBA Finals to be gone 20-0 run. Like it's never been done before in the NBA Finals, and it was done at home. Like, you know what I mean? How can we have that as NBA fans? That at home we just got into the record books in such a horrible way. I'm super tired of this. I've been a Raptors fan my entire life. I've had to watch all these shitty ass players come in, go out. Fuck, what's his name? That first overall pick that never worked out. Most people don't even know his name. If I ask most people, they'll be like, "Oh, we had a first overall pick." Yeah, his name was Andre Abanyan. Where the hell is he right now?
Even better, Rafael Russo.
Yeah, facts.
You know
Like,
who he is?
no, most people don't. Like, and then they're coming to these games to watch it. I get it. Okay, first time for the Raptors to make the finals. I get all that. The hype's all there. You want to be there. I saw it for the Jays a couple of years ago when the Jays win back-to-back playoffs. Oh, everyone was a Jays fan. All of a sudden, now you ask people, are the Jays even on TV? They'll be like, oh, I don't know. Except for Vladdy, obviously. That's a different story. But like going back to the Raptors, like this is unacceptable. You guys have to be there. Cheer your city. Cheer your team like you never cheered for anybody before. That's it. This is our one chance. If Kawhi leaves, we're never going back to the NBA Finals until God knows when. Enjoy the moment. Let's start today. Let's start for Game 3 when we're at Jurassic Park tonight. I want it to be crazy.
We gotta get it, my Raptors.
And Game 5, and if it goes to Game 7, if it goes those 2 games at home, that arena has got to be the loudest I've ever heard.
Yeah,
That's it.
straight up.
I think that's it. Actually, I think there was one thing you did want to talk about.
Yo, Brownie got Instagram.
So LeBron James Jr.
Oh.
got Instagram, and this guy hit 50,000 followers within like the first like 30 minutes of having it. It was just ridiculous. I think his dad shouted him out, and then in the next like 5 minutes, he had like a million followers. Like it was like
That's
nothing.
crazy.
So,
Like yo, they love off this guy, and
social
yo, that
media
tells you
nowadays-
how much impact the youth have in this, especially in this world. And I'll tell you this, yo, I can't wait to hear about this kid in the next like 2-3 years. He's about to kill it at that nice prep school he's going to with Dwayne Wade's son.
Yeah.
Jesus, the Blazers about to put the whole country on notice. That's going to be exciting to see, and hopefully we'll have some of our Canadian guys go head to head with those guys, and you know it'll be a great summer to talk about basketball.
Oh, yeah,
but
absolutely.
but I think that's it for today. Well,
Well, we'll see you. You know, we'll see you next time. But
fans, we got to step up.
Yeah.
We got this. But
make
thank
sure you
for-
like, subscribe, all that fun
Please
stuff.
subscribe. You want to watch this more. And if you don't, well then screw you. We don't like you. All right? Thank you guys for watching this episode. We'll see you soon.
Go Raptors, go!